Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 8. I just watched Episode 7. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. Remember also that I made a playlist for each show, each anime I'm reacting to, in case you want to watch all of my reaction videos into the chronological order. I'm gonna put the link for the one that I made for My Hero Academia. And I'm gonna put also into the eye some other playlists that I made for other animes that I'm reacting to, like for example Attack on Titan, which ended not so long ago, and other ones like that. Okay, this episode of My Hero Academia that I'm gonna watch right now, I'm a little worried about what is gonna happen into it for sure, but also about the fact that I have the impression that it can't be resolved, you know, all of this situation in just one episode, which means that I'm not gonna end this episode being like, okay, I know everything, like, no, I'm gonna end things with a big cliffhanger. I'm gonna end things with one of our guys, you know, being attacked, being truly hurt or something like that, and I'm gonna get mad, I'm gonna be sad, and I'm gonna have to wait to know truly what is gonna happen to that person. I know that my situation is better than maybe what was yours, because you guys, you had to wait each time one entire week or maybe more than that to have one more episode, and for sure you had to wait also between seasons, when me, I can binge watch everything just like that. But still, you know, still it's a little rough, because I'm like, I want to know, like, I want to know what is gonna happen. Maybe, in fact, everything is gonna get resolved into this episode, even if all of my theories are telling me that no, not at all. You know, I have that theory since a long time, since the beginning of this season 4, the fact that Overhaul and his group are preparing something. They have a big plan on mind. They needed a lot of money to make that plan. They wanted an alliance with the League of Villains because they needed also human resources, more guys to work for them. And I had this impression that maybe the biggest thing that they could do, it would be to have a lot of heroes reunited at the same place, so they can erase all of their quirks, attack them, hurt them, kill them, and film that, you know, like for sending a big message to everyone that heroes are useless without their quirks, that no one is safe, the random citizen like the pro heroes, that now the villains can erase the quirks of everyone, so no one is safe. For me, that was the plan that Overhaul and the League of Villains are preparing. And you know, I considered the fact that the pro heroes, they were searching for Eri to save her, but I thought that it would take more time, when in fact it took them like 2 days or 3 days, something like that, meaning only half of one episode. And you know, when they intervened at this place and they were like, okay, let's go, let's save Erin, at first I didn't think about my theory about what could be Overhaul's plan. And when we began it and I saw that Overhaul was acting so chill, you know, about this attack and all, I was like, maybe in fact he prepared something, like he knew that they would attack, so he prepared something. So maybe, you know, my theory about what Overhaul is preparing, his big plan with the League of Villains and all, it's gonna happen right now. He prepared that pro heroes would know for sure where the main residence, you know, of his group is, and that for sure they are keeping Eri just right there. He knew that they would attack, and he prepared something against that, and it was his big plan since the beginning. Maybe it's that, or maybe not at all, because he said that, okay, these guys, they're gonna make everyone, you know, waste time and all, and us, we can escape with Eri during that moment. So maybe not at all, but at the same time, they said that the League of Villains is somewhere else, you know, is on a move somewhere else. But maybe it's, in fact, it's not somewhere else, and they're gonna come to truly help Overhaul and his guys, you know, like if we have Overhaul and his guys attacked by pro-heroes, but we have the League of Villains coming to block them from the outside, it could be really bad, a bad situation for our heroes, considering that they have these fluids, you know, these bullets to erase their quirks. Like, I'm really worried about the situation, because for me, Overhaul prepared something. He said that this intervention is sooner than he thought, but still he thought about it. So he prepared something. Is it the big plan or not? I don't know. Is it the big plan? Like, I think that it is, maybe not at all. But something is going on right there. It's too easy, you know, for the cops, for the pro-heroes to enter into that place. It's too easy. Dekku and Mirio, they feel guilty about what happened, you know, the fact that they couldn't help Eri, and for a good reason, but at the same time they were right to not intervene during that moment. Mirio, he took that decision and it was the right one, but still he feels guilty about it. Dekku, he has also all of the situation with All Might, the fact that he's supposed to be the next All Might, but he's not ready yet, the fact that he knows now that All Might might die really soon. It's a lot, you know, for Dekku to take right now. I hope that it's not gonna disturb him during this attack, he's not gonna be occupied, you know, disturbed by it. Like Night Eyes said, and also Aizawa, I think the main thing right there is to save Eri. You're not there to fight villains, to face them. It's not a priority. Eri is a priority, and you know, it's what they learned during all of this time at this school. The priority is always to save the victims. You have to think about that first, and then, you know, to fight the villains, but first you have to save the victims to be sure that they're gonna be okay, nothing wrong is gonna happen to them. We'll see if it's gonna be that easy or not to save Eri, if it's gonna take one episode or more than that. The fact that right there we have only two Ochako, Dekku and Kirishima as our guys, you know, our group of students. But we have also all of the other pro-heroes. Like, I'm gonna keep an eye mostly on our guys, our students. After that, I'm gonna be worried about the other pro-heroes. But first, our guys, our students. For me, they shouldn't really intervene. Like, they are really students. Okay, they are into this work studies and all, but it can't be the same then all of the other ones. Like, I don't want to see them in the front line. Do you understand what I mean? We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you have these episodes earlier, you have 4 episodes of Advance on my Patreon, which means that you have 2 weeks of Advance. It's really a lot. It's my way to thank you, you know, to support me on my Patreon, to be there. I want you guys to have all of this advance, and you have also extended reaction part and full reaction part for the big episodes like this one. It can be maybe a full reaction part, extended reaction part. It's still interesting. I'm not forced to cut that much. I'm really letting the scenes go, and I'm not forced to play with opacity like I'm forced to do on YouTube. And if you want, and if you can, you know, like, join me on my Patreon. It's really useful for me. Like, I'm a little reactor on YouTube and on Patreon, so if you want and if you can, it can be appreciated. Let's go for this episode!
小学3年の春、始業式とともに転校してきた俺は自己紹介でうまく話せなかった。
You were already that
クラス
shy?
までだってうまく友達を作れた試しはなかったし、自分はそういう地味でつまらない人間なんだと思っていた。
No.
天地君、
さっき自己紹介に言おうとした。
Mirio, it's you?
もしかしてヒーローって言おうとしてたの？俺もヒーロー好きなんだ。
You know him since that long?
天地くんは誰が好きなんだい？
お前が声をかけてくれたから。お前は
も
明るくて輝いてて太陽のようで。
Oh, it's more than that. You fall in love right there, my dear. Oh.
俺にもできるかな。お前のように輝くことが。
So cool, this intro. You know where to go.
この下に隠し通路を開く仕掛けがある。
Oh, it's so cool that you saw that.
順番に押さえると。
忍者屋敷だってのですね。忍者の
This quirk, it's so useful. You know, in appearance, not that much, but in fact. I didn't think that your quirk could be useful, to be fully honest.
すぐ合流します。
No,
合ってんだろ。説明しろ。
it's not mistaken. It can't.
やっぱり。道はナイトアイが予知で見た通り。
Yes, you need to break that thing.
先の分解して直すな。
Kirishima can break it. Oh, Dekku. How both of you?
進みましょう。
Really? That's the one to get stronger. But for you, it means what? Like. Huh? Huh? The director. He can become an object, move it. Oh, that's such an interesting quirk. I'm thinking about how we can use it and all. Uh-huh.
その間にいくらでも逃げ道を用意できる。もう女の子を救い出すどころか俺たちも。玉木、そうはならないし、お前はサインイーターだ。
He knows you that much that he knew what you were thinking and he's pushing you. He's right. You're the Sun Eater?
修理の結果、たどり着いたとしても、一人じゃどうにもならないさ。
Oh, yeah. It's so bad.
ますます目的から遠いだぞ。
He's making sure of that.
空から国家権力が落ちてきやがった。そんなこともあるもんだ。
Each time that one of them, you know, is wearing a mask, I'm like, okay, he's a bigger deal. He or she is a bigger deal.
そんなんじゃないよ。俺が頑張れるのはお前がいてくれるからなんだぜ。
Oh, I'm gonna ship the two of you.
俺一人で十分だ。
Oh, they are talking about each other. They are really the contrary of Dekku and Bakugo's relationship. Both duos, you know each other since they're kids, but they didn't act the same.
こいつ相手に銃は出せん。ヒーローを頼む。
バエてんのか。暴れやすくなるだけだ。
No.
構成を消す。エイドへ隠せ。そういうヒーローが存在するとは聞く。
See, he said Aries quirk, he didn't say Overhaul's quirk.
イレンザーと抑えてる今なら武器が使える。安寧して投降しろ。こいつらは相手にするだけ無駄だ。何人ものプロヒーローがこの場にとどまっているこの状況がもう俺なら一人で3人完封できる。
The three of them just for you?
楽しみ、3人を受け取るんだ。効果がある間に動きを止めろ。皆さん、ミリオを頼むよ。あいつは絶対に無理をするから助けてやってくれ。
Whoa! Already? Your relationship with Mirio? Oh, I ship them, that's it.
やらなあかん準プレッシャーで自分を押しつぶしとるんや。
trust him.
大口叩いたがイレーザーの抹消が切れる前に気絶させられれば悪いが寝てもらう急いでんのはわかるが横着しちゃいけねえよゴミみたいな人間
Inside of you? Ah, mask, for sure.
さっきの小汚い男の個性も時間切れだ
For sure it's gonna be harder than just that.
セット人が身につけてるものに限り瞬時に手元へ移動させる生きる価値を見出せなくなった人間わかんねえだろ見されちまったな答えねえとな
Oh, you're not like it's the same for him. Mirio had expectations for him.
まだ緊張してしまうのか自分の個性が将来どう役立つか自覚するそれが個性教育の時間だ何やってんだよ動画だ顔がすり抜けてねえじゃんみんなやってみ想像の5倍むずいよ
Okay, at first he was not that great.
成功しちゃうんだけどね
Your attitude didn't change.
すごいよ失敗したらと考えると頭が真っ白になって動けなくなる
Oh, you represent so many people.
何言ってるんだよなんかすげえ上げてくれてるけどそんなんじゃないよ俺が頑張れるのはお前がいてくれるからなんだぜ玉木俺は別に心が強いわけじゃない超がつくほど緊張しいのお前が逃げ出さず頑張ってるから負けたくなくなる俺を過大評価して自分を過小評価しすぎてるんだと
They want to be as good as the other one.
お前が本当はすげえ明るくて楽しいやつだったけど
He knows you, the real you.
自信持てよ玉木
He gave you your nickname?
太陽すら食らうものサンイーターだ
So cool.
できる全てを収束させろ
Come on.
生体が
Oh.
決めろクラーケン俺一人で十分だこういうことだ
That's such a big line. I'm enough by myself. After everything that he said about things.
こんなものでも一瞬で比べハートは食ったそばから消化しちまう胃袋
Ew!
唾液に含まれる神経毒を腕に再現食えばお前はすぐに動けなくなる
Do that! Do that! Do that!
俺たちはゴミだからゴミなりに固い絆で結ばれているのさ
お前たちは時期に逮捕される俺に勝っても先はない
They thought that they would die, like they wanted to kill themselves. That's what he said, the other one. At least him.
あるものは金の亡者に道具として利用され敵が金にならない偽物だと分かるといらぬ人間だと徹底的に打ちのめされた
I'm sorry for you, but clearly you're following the wrong guys, you know?
お前はこんなところで朽ち果てるような人間じゃない
They had a bad life and suddenly someone believed into them, so they followed that person.
恐怖で従っているんじゃない洗脳に近い
They're gonna follow him blindly.
連携の起点を崩せ鉄塔は見えているものしか適用されないだから警官は拳銃を向けられなかった
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
決勝まさか俺の決勝も
Oh, you can do that?
食った
Okay, cool. You can return that against him.
互いを信頼したいい連携だったよただ利用し合うだけの仲じゃないそうだよな
They need each
友
other.
達は食えないよな
This picture at the end was wonderful. No preview, no spoiler. Okay. As I thought, you know, like for sure, all of this attack, all of this situation wouldn't be resolved in just one episode. And this first episode, you know, for this attack, in fact, was about discovering the quirks of these villains. I mean, not all of them, but really more 3, 4. No, I'm thinking, I'm counting. They are saying that there are the 8 bullets of this Yakuza group, and right there we have the quirks of 4 of them. The guy, you know, who can eat everything, the guy who can steal everything, if you can see it, the guy with the crystals, and the one, you know, the director who can be an object, even an entire house, and transform it, move it from the inside. That's 4 of them, you know, if it's the 8 bullets of this Yakuza group, if we are considering that Overhaul is one of them also, it means that we still have 3 of them to discover? No, not 3 of them! No, these 3, we had them also, but it was Bubbles who stopped them. We had 3 of them at this moment. Yes, we had 3 of them. I think that these 3 are a part of the 8 bullets, which would mean that right there we have none of them to care about anymore. You know, I'm thinking of the next episodes. We have still a lot of pro-heroes with Kirishima and Dekku running into that house, with also Mirio running into that house to try to find and save Eri. Maybe, you know, I could have imagined other fights between some pro-heroes or some students, and then, you know, another part of the group still going on a run to find Eri. But if truly that's it, we met all of the 8 bullets, that's it, it's okay. It means that the fight that we're gonna have, it's gonna be Overhaul against everyone who is left. Do you understand what I mean? If I'm not wrong with that, you know, with that way of thinking, I mean. Because all of the other ones, you know, all of the other villains who are not really the main circle of this Yakuza group, who are just used by this group, that are outside dealing with the cops, dealing with Ochako and Tsu and all of the other heroes, including the Dragon Lady and the other ones. I'm gonna talk like the main thing about this episode, it's really the relationship between Mirio and Tamaki. I'm gonna come back to it just before forgetting, you know, about it, you know, like I just want to say a word about Night Eye, his power. Right there you really proved, you know, how useful his power is, because they could have run during entire hours into this house without knowing really where to go to find Eri, and lose a lot of time doing that. But because of the fact that Night Eye met the guy who is keeping an eye on Eri, now they can really just run to her so easily, so it's cool, it's really cool. Okay, Mirio and Tamaki. First, you know, to have that introduction scene, to understand that they know each other since that long. They met when they were so young, you know, and they became friends so easily, because Mirio is such a sweet kid, a sweet person since the beginning, always smiling, always welcoming new people. That's so cool to understand that after that, Tamaki, he had issues, he was sad, he didn't have any confidence in himself. It's making me feel sad, you know, for him. But at the same time, we are seeing, you know, Mirio, who is a teenager, who is not that great, you know, not during that period of time, not at the beginning, like clearly during that period of time, during his first year, he wouldn't have been considered to be the next All Might. And I think that at some point the principal he said so about the fact that he doesn't have really big, good results at school, but still it's really his quirk, what he can do with his quirk and his attitude, which is making them think that he could have been a good All Might, you know, a good successor for All Might. And right there we can see that at first Mirio was not that great, but still he was smiling, he was not giving up, and that's so cool. And that's something that Tamaki, you know, is like, it's so great, I want to be like you. And to have Mirio responding, in fact, it's me who wants to be like you, because I can see that you're not giving up, I can see that it's rough for you, and still you're there, you're not running away. And you know, it's cool to have these two having the exact, you know, same feeling, but not expressing it outside the same way. You know, it's a little the same in real life. People, you know, maybe they're not confident in themselves at all. They are not giving up, they are still right there, but one of them is gonna be shy, is not gonna talk about it, he's not gonna give up, you know, but he's gonna have a lot of doubts and all. And another one is gonna be the same, you know, he's not gonna be confident in himself, he's gonna have some doubts, but he's gonna take everything with a positive mind, and it's cool. And really, the fact that they both know each other since they're kids, they want to be good, you know, because the other one is good, so they want to stay equals or to be better than the other ones, you know, they are pushing each other to be better. For sure, I thought of the relationship between Dekku and Bakugo, but it's such a total different relationship, in fact, like both of these duos, you know, began the same. They know each other since they are kids. They are pushing each other to be better, but one, because they are supporting each other, they are there for each other, they are admiring each other, they are saying it out loud, and it's so cool, you know, it's such a great, sweet, supportive relationship. And the two other ones, it's really like not things that they are talking about together, and it's only by jealousy and by, you know, like a lot of rage. At least it's expressed like that by Bakugo. Like the relationship is the same, but not really, in fact, it's the contrary. So it was fun to make that parallel between them. But with all of what they said, you know, about their relationship, with truly Tamaki saying, you're the sun, you're shining that much, and the fact that he's looking at Mirio like that, the fact that Mirio is saying, take care of Tamaki, and Tamaki is saying the same about Mirio, like, it's a strong friendship or a potential love relationship. At least I can ship them for that. Like, you know that when I ship a couple together, if they didn't put really something, a clue to make me think that it can be a love interest, I can still ship them for their friendship, you know. For me, shipping two people together, it's not only for love interest, it's not only for love relationship, it's also like I ship their friendship, I ship their relationship. And relationships, it's not only love relationships, it's also friendships, you know, strong friendships like bromance and stuff like that. So for sure I ship them, but I don't know yet if I ship them, you know, as that wonderful bromance which can begin, you know, I mean, which began a long time ago, but for me, I'm beginning to ship them now. Or if I can ship them for a love relationship. I don't know if into this anime we can have LGBTQIA+ relationships or not. I don't know it, you know, like in animes. We can have some, you know, but that kind of animes, I'm not sure. So I don't know. I don't know for now if I can expect truly something like that, but I can imagine that a lot of fans are doing it, are making fan art, fanfics, a lot of things around these ships, like not only this one, but other ships like that. I find that pretty cool, you know. People who are shipping are cool, truly. People who hate other people because they are shipping something different, they are so stupid, they are so lame. Like really, you can ship as you want, who you want, it's okay, and you can be like me, you know, like you can be also like shipping someone with someone and to have some hope, you know, for maybe a love relationship, but to be okay also just to have a strong friendship and all, and it's still great, you know, and in your mind you can change it, you know, you can play with it and make it a love relationship, and it's okay. Something which is not okay, it's when a show or an anime is making you think, you know, the viewers, that you're gonna have that love relationship, is playing with that, is baiting you with that, is playing with that a lot for not giving it to you at the end. Yes, I'm thinking about the 100, about this entire seasons that they made, writing entire lines, entire scenes, entire moments, hugs, looks, ways of filming and stuff like that for making the viewers up for a potential love relationship, to say to the viewers at the end, no, it's not gonna happen, you were fool and stupid to think so. That, it's not okay at all, but right there, like really, I ship them together for sure. A love relationship would be amazing. If not, that strong friendship, that bromance is already amazing, so I'm cool with it. Okay, that was such a cool episode because we had a lot of fights, you know, we had a lot of intense scenes, but mixed with that, a lot of memories to really build that background around that relationship, Mirio and Tamaki, and it's such a good relationship, a strong one, a deep one and all. It was so cool. I loved it. I think that I'm gonna put the full reaction part for this episode on my Patreon if you can be interested. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can have my reactions and my thoughts for the 4 next episodes already on my Patreon. No matter what, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.